Hi everyone, it's Sue. I'm back today just to show you my finished block 1 for January, doing the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I'm also back to, I've had quite a few comments with some questions and DMs and emails with questions about different things. So I thought I might address those in this video as well. So I just wanted to share the finished block. Now it's completely different to where my head was going with it in the first place, but it's more heavily embroidered than what I had planned on doing, but I'm quite happy with the end result. So I've ended up doing some weeping cherry blossoms here and here. You can see I have filled in some different flowers down here. These are just lazy daisy stitches, the blue ones in the middle, and then I've just done your bullion stitch all the way around there, bullion stitch here. I can't remember what that one was again. I didn't particularly like how this ended up down here, and this bit under this leaf was a bit messy, so I just added some leaves in. So I think it ended up turning out quite pretty. I'm quite happy with it. Okay, so just addressing a couple of the questions. So a couple of people asked how I got these flowers. So it was a piece of Tilda fabric, and I've pretty much covered the whole thing up, which was probably a little bit pointless in having that beautiful fabric there, but then it gave me a base to create flowers from. I can't draw for my life, to save my life, so it's good to have a base, for me anyway, to form the flowers, because otherwise they wouldn't look like this if I had to try to draw them. So yes, that was a floral piece of fabric underneath. You can see a little bit of a flower here. I've just left that. So that was one question. I got lots of questions about my my felt leaves. Did I hand cut them? Yes, I did. So it's really easy. I like to use a good quality wool felt. I'm just trying to find a little pair of scissors. So I use, yes, a nice quality wool felt. For leaves, I like to use normally different colour greens. I've got a few more different colour greens to this as well. This one, these leaves here, I've just used this one here on the underneath, but I just thought I'd show you. It really is easy. You can do them any size you like. So you can see here I've done some bigger ones, and then here I've done some really tiny ones, even smaller ones there. And all I do, so I normally just work off a large piece, but for the sake of this video I'll just cut a piece off. And all I normally do is adjust. It's as easy as this. I'll do a bigger one to start with. So you just start at a point and cut a curve, and then I just tip it over and then cut another curve, and there you have a leaf. Now they don't end up, any of them don't end up the same, I don't think. I don't think I've ever had any, because they're being hand cut, they won't end up looking the same shape or the same size, and I love that. Okay, so then the same thing if you want to do smaller, obviously just do a smaller curve. Hoping you can see that. I just find it easier just to tip to the other side and then meet up with that point. Now you have a tiny little one. So that's how I do my leaves. They're not cut with dies, they're just cut by hand. I find that really therapeutic. I can just sit there for hours and do that, because I always love, I love felt leaves in my projects, and I'm just going to show you a couple of others at the moment. That was, oh, my bunny. Did I hand draw my bunny? No, I didn't, because I can't draw. I did go on to Google and put in the search bar black and white bunny images, and I just found one. I did a rough trace because there's several layers, because I back my base fabric with a whisper weft. It was really hard, so I had to draw in some parts of it, but pretty much for the most part it was just a free clip art off Google. Okay. I have had lots of questions about my slow stitching project that I started last year, the journal cover, and how it was going. Well, it hadn't been going, but now after doing Rachel and Sarah's project, it's really inspired me to pick it up again. And while I was waiting for the new prompts to come in, I have actually started working on this again. So it's getting close to being finished, and then I am going to make it into, I need to trim it up a little bit here and there, and then I am going to make it into a journal cover. So I'll just quickly show you. So here we go. We've got these leaves again. It's really, just if I can show you, probably not going to be able to see it, but it's quite tactile there. I've sort of, what am I trying to say? I have made it sort of rise up off the fabric a little bit there. So I'm just going to show you. I've added some beads. I did have some different beads there, and I really didn't like them, so I unpicked them and added those. These things here are yet to be stitched. So clearly I cut the circle out of this, and I've just kept the negative. Added some bulb pins here. Absolutely love this leaf. I've just fussy cut that out of the fabric. I've still got to do bits and pieces in here and here, here and here, but you can see it's starting to come along quite nicely. Some more leaves there, another leaf up the top here. You can tell I like leaves. And this piece here, I am just back stitching over the fabric, the image on the fabric, so I'm nearly finished that, so I'll get that done. So that's answering those questions. So yes, it is still around, and I am working on it slowly. I guess that's the whole idea, slow stitching. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't have many projects on the go, and I have a lovely friend who requested this quite some time ago, and I am still working on it, but it's the leaves again. I just wanted to show you. So it's going to be this humongous, it's become quite a monstrosity. So it's just going to be a decorative cushion, really. It's even bigger than a European cushion. So what I've done is, I can't get the whole thing in shot, but I have just really roughly cut out of some brown fabric, mottled brown fabric, the shape of a tree. And here I've cut out a piece, and then so this part, the tree and all the branches have been done on the sewing machine. So I just sat and did all that on the sewing machine. And then she wanted really bright leaves. She loves all those sort of colours. So I've cut all these leaves by hand, and they've all been hand stitched on. So there is quite a few hours already invested in this cushion. So this year I am determined to get it done. Sandy, if you're watching, you will have it by the end of this year. If I say by the end of this year, it gives me a little bit more time. But yeah, as you can see, they're all hand stitched. That was just my book falling down then. But I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm really, really keen to get lots more stitching done this year. This project from Rachel and Sarah have just come at the perfect time for me, and it's really, really renewed my love of stitching. So thank you so much, Rachel and Sarah, if you watch. I don't know whether they watch my channel, but it really, really has given me that inspiration to get stitching this year. I'm still going to be doing my junk journals, of course. I mainly do my stitching at night time, if I'm exhausted after work or what have you, or I just want to sit down. Maybe if I sit down, have a cup of coffee, I'll pick it up for a little bit, 15 minutes here and there. But I still am obsessed with my junk journals, so I will be doing that still as well. All right, so I just wanted to answer a couple of questions there. I had a lot of the same sort of questions, so I just thought I may as well address it all in a video. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to message me, however, on Instagram or email or just in the comments. But I just wanted to give you an update on that. We just got the prompts, well, as I'm videoing this last night, the prompts came through for the next block, and it was neutral colours and fancy flowers. I've got so many ideas in my head. I need to sort of narrow them down and have a little bit of a think about it, but I'll come back and I might even show you how I start putting that block together. So once again, that is my finished block for the month of January. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick one today. So take care, and until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. See you soon.